What's going on, everybody? Dylan Raiola, the number one quarterback in the 2024 class, the number one player in the 2024 class, has committed to Georgia, the Georgia Bulldogs, back-to-back national champions. I was not expecting it. Was at Ohio State, thought maybe he would go the USC route. No, he is sticking with Georgia. He's been crystal balled there by a couple people. I'm really intrigued to see how this ends up working out. It's a really intriguing landing spot for him. For those of you who don't know, a lot of people thought he was going to go to Nebraska. He's a legacy of that. Dominic Raiola was a legendary player for the Nebraska Huskers, and his uncle is currently there as an offensive line coach. So a lot of people thought he was going to go there. At one point in time played in Burleson, Texas, and was very good. Goes out to Arizona playing at Chandler, and I believe he's actually transferred again. This kid he's phenomenal. He gets comps to Patrick Mahomes. I'm not going that route quite yet, but let's dig into him. Let's look at the kid. Let's figure out exactly what we're looking at here, and I'm going to start this. As you can see right there, 42 touchdowns, 3,000 passing yards, a 122 quarterback rating. I'm going to let that play as we kind of talk about Dylan Raiola here, the player. Incredible arm talent. You're going to watch him play right here. You're going to see that. The way he is able to move around in the pocket, he's phenomenal. He really is. There's no thing in his game that I don't think he can do. We're going to expand that window right there. I apologize. I didn't realize it was so far down, but look at that. He's got a cannon. He has got some of the best arm talent in the class. He's the easy number one. Throwing motion is really good. I think he's got a really great throwing motion. His whole body in concert. I think he does a really good job of maneuvering within the pocket, and he can play off-platform. That's where I think a lot of people comp him to Patrick Mahomes, the way he is able to kind of buy time out of the pocket, make plays out of the pocket. We don't really get to see a lot of it here. Not necessarily the toughest competition in Chandler, Arizona. But again, just watch. Very good. Here you go, right here. Play off script, off-platform throw. Great play across his frame there to get the ball into the middle of the field. He can do it all. Awareness in the pocket, great. Great arm talent. Does a very good job with his accuracy. I do think his ball placement at times is a little off, but again, we saw what he was able to do off-platform. He was right on the money. It is going to be intriguing to see what happens with him now going to Georgia. We have not necessarily seen them develop a quarterback. Don't get me wrong. Stetson Bennett walk on with Todd Monken's offense to win 2 national championships back-to-back, no less. The kid is outstanding. He's going to go down in the history books as an incredible college player. And I think he'll be fine in the NFL. They have not had a quarterback this talented, though, since Matt Stafford, and it is going to be very intriguing to see what they're able to do with him and if they're able to put some weapons around him. Do I think that that Raiola here, Dylan Raiola, is good enough to raise the talent around him? 1,000%. He is. But I don't think it would hurt if they went and got him some wide receivers. We've already seen Jeremiah Smith, who's currently committed to Ohio State, tweet out, man, he may have to take a second look at Georgia. I don't think he will be leaving, but who knows? Maybe they're able to go out and get a guy like Micah Hudson, who's a very talented wide receiver. Regardless, this kid should be able to lift up the talent around him, and if they are able to get him some top wide receivers, we could see that Georgia offense we've seen the past 2 years under Todd Monken continue to be a high-flying offense. The only difference is you've got a better quarterback now calling plays in Dylan Raiola than you had in Stetson Bennett. I am excited, to say the least, to see what this means for Georgia. I'm sure the rest of the SEC isn't. Alabama probably isn't. Ohio State's probably not excited to have just lost out to them in the playoffs, and now they lose Dylan Raiola, and he ends up going to Georgia, but it's a great pickup for them. Will Mike Bobo be able to build the offense around him? Logic says yes. Just watch. How do you stop that? How do you stop that? He is that damn talented. It's going to be fun to watch him play. He's played under center, under shotgun, incredible footwork. I don't want to see what else you guys want me to say about this kid. You're going to gush about him. He's a talented player. Just watch everything going on here. Look at that. How do you stop that? That's right there. This right here, you're watching this play. That's why he's comped to Patrick Mahomes. And now he's going to Georgia, back-to-back national champions, getting the best quarterback in the class, the best player currently in the 2024 class. Good for them. I'll be very curious to see if he starts as a freshman. Obviously we know Carson Beck's going to be there the start of this year. It seems like they got Brock Vandagriff, Gunnar Stockton there. Does one of them get a start for a year? And then Dylan Raiola take over for 2. We shall see. Regardless, Georgia lands an extremely talented quarterback, and if they can build some wide receivers around him, I don't know what else to say. Back-to-back national champions. now the number one quarterback. When it rains, it pours, I guess, right? And Georgia is nailing it right now in everything that they're doing. If you guys like this kind of content, hit the subscribe button, like the video, comment below what you think about Georgia, back-to-back national champions, getting the best player in the nation in 2024 class and the top quarterback. The rich get richer, as they say. Maybe Nick Saban's not loving this as much as maybe we thought he might be, but it's going to be fun to watch Georgia, and it's going to be fun to watch Dylan Raiola playing for the Dogs. Let us know what you guys think, though, about them getting him. We'll talk to you guys again soon.